All right, Michelle, how can you keep your waistline shrinking without having to expand what you are spending at the store? Cameron wants to know. She says, help me, Tara. I keep hearing that it's more expensive to eat healthy, but I know it can't be completely true. What tips do you have for shopping on a healthy budget? This is Cameron in LA.
I hear this all the time.
I know, and it is sort of true that healthy food can be a little bit more expensive, but you definitely can do it and not go too far. So the first thing, of course, with any grocery shopping is to make a list, okay? So if you go to the grocery store with that list, that is gonna help you a lot.
And I always heard, don't go hungry.
Absolutely. So have that list, but then also, you probably can't see this, but it says impulse 1 and impulse 2. So you can have impulse buys, but limit yourself to like two impulse buys. All right. You can also cook extra. So, you know, if you can cook in bulk or buy in bulk and then cook extra and have leftovers, that actually saves a lot of money because each recipe is going to cost a lot of money. But if I can make 4 or 6 servings, that's going to save a lot of money.
And so how do you store that? Would you freeze it?
You can either freeze it or you can just save it in containers for lunch or for dinner or whatever, you know, while it's still fresh. All right. Buy in season, okay? So produce is one of the most expensive things. So if you can buy in season, and then what you can do is actually freeze that. So I'll buy, like right now here in Florida, strawberries are in season. So I will buy the strawberries that are like 3 for $1 or 3 for $5 and then cut them up and freeze them, and then I already have them. So then my other tip with that is to use frozen and canned produce when things are not in season because that's gonna be much cheaper.
And you know what? I've always been leery about using canned products.
No, absolutely fine. If you're worried about the sodium, of course, drain it. You can even rinse it, especially with things like beans. Which brings us to my last tip, which is to go meatless. Meat is one of the most expensive things on the grocery list.
Come on, Tara.
Doesn't mean I'm turning you into a vegetarian. I'm just saying go meatless maybe once a week, twice a week. Have you heard of Meatless Mondays or you know, some of these campaigns? So beans are going to be very cost effective and a good protein source.
Oh, okay, so supplement.
Supplement or substitute.
Substitute, right.
Yep, so maybe a couple meals a week, substitute for that meat with some beans.
I like it.
All right, Michelle, does that help you?
It does, and I also do a co-op, a neighborhood co-op for fresh produce, and it's all in season, like you mentioned, so that's a good way to go too. Just Google it and you'll find something in your area.